Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm so glad you're here. This is Andale Homestead. And gosh, you can't even see my eyes. And I'm not going to be able to read the chat without my glasses on, but it's Andale Homestead. I'm Ann, and I'm so glad that you're here. Today on Tuesdays, this is where we get to choose our attitude of the day. And hopefully, it will bleed over into the week and potentially the month, right? So let me put my glasses back on. Hey, Butler Family Farm. Teresa, I'm so glad you're here. Let's see. And we've got Karma Lewis and Linda Ingram. Let's see. Kathy. There's a whole bunch of folks in here. Hey, Callie, Homestead with Pooh Bear. Hey, darling. And Grape Jam. Scott. Rambling with the brooms. I'm so glad you're here. A homestead and hustle. Mary Fiber Creations. Look at the cup I have. I'm sorry, Scott, but I had to do it in honor of Lazy Days Ahead. And Jesse and Lisa, they are home. They're finally home. Hey, Jersey Dolphins. The first person that I see in here. It is an awesome thumbnail. What I had for the thumbnail for this is was made by Mickey from Critter Creek. That's Critter Creek. And he did a cartoonist of my channel, which is he did a cartoon. And he does every Saturday morning. He will do a cartoon of someone of interest. And he's always open to just anyone. He's always open to be able to hear. Hey, Nikki, how are you doing in my Renaissance grandma, Miss Vanessa? G Mama Groves. You're the best, honey. You're just the best. Hey, Barbara Jackson. So Facebook is coming in. And Lonnie, Glitter World. Let's see, Lonnie Nicholson. Good morning, honey. Oh, my gracious. Grape Jams. There's Miss Ann. Look, Grape Jams and I, which is the mother from the Vineyard Chicks Homestead, all the girls, and I have been hanging out in the same neighborhood recently. She and I, she said, Ann, I think I'm stalking you. And I said, no, I think it's me that's stalking you. So who knows? Cooking at Pam's place. Hey, darling, she's saying hello to everyone. That's my buddy. That's my pal right there. And Grandmama, G Mama grows hard in the garden, is so gracious in all of her giving and all of the things that she, moderating, this moderating stuff is donated. That's your donated time. And she's in there for all of us. She's just the best. I appreciate it. Hey, Kim Mill. Oh, gosh. And Mary's Fiber Creations. Butler Family Farm. Hey, darling. Y'all can hear me click, click, clicking away. All right. It's 11:02. I thought we'd get started with our message today, if that is all right. Pam does not have her Facebook channel back yet. She does, however, have a YouTube channel that is fabulous and wonderful. And that is actually where she started, was on YouTube. You'll have to check out Cooking at Pam's Place on YouTube because she has very good taste in friends. She's fabulous, y'all. She's fabulous. Yes, hit that like button, please. I don't see but 3 likes here. That's crazy. Hey, Miss Shirley. Let's get started. Got lots of updates for you. So today on Tuesday, and I'm gonna miss some chat. Hey, Cynthia. Today I'm gonna concentrate on understanding that fear is a liar. And once you get that through your head and you realize, wait a minute, fear. Why am I so terrified of this or that or the other? Let me stop and live in this moment right now, this second. And is that something that is it the very worst case scenario? Well, if you're still breathing, It can't be, right? If your kids are still breathing and family, your husband, all those, then it's not the worst case scenario. So, and amazingly, sometimes we live through those as well. All right, I have a little something I wanted to read to you, and then I'll catch you up on why I picked. Well, the Lord told me really um, to do this because everywhere I've turned on all these other lives that I'm joining, hey, Grow Big TV, and fear has come into it. And so that shows, yep, fear is fake. Fear is a big old faker. It really is. It's just a big old faker. Oh, Butler Family Farm, been a member for 3 months. Thank you. I do have a membership, and that's the way of supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. It's very inexpensive on YouTube. So let me get to reading a little bit because, I squirrel when I get caught up in the chat here. And it says, this is from Isaiah 41:10. Fear not, for I'm with you. Don't be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. And it reminded me of the story, and this is not going into a Bible study, but it does all correlate. So stay with me. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, when they got thrown in the fire because they wouldn't worship this king's weird gods. And they got thrown in the fire because they said, I ain't doing that. I'm going to worship my one true God. And they got in there. And sure enough, the fire didn't touch them. They didn't burn a bit. And they came out. Somehow or another, the guards were looking in there and they saw a fourth guy. Well, who in the world was that fourth guy standing in there? Well, we know that was Jesus. But they came out of that fire, didn't even smell like smoke. So I did want to share with you a saying that I know that says, I love it when people that have walked through hell walk out of those flames carrying buckets of water for those still consumed by the fire. So that's what we do. We can walk out of that fire carrying buckets, not smelling like smoke, ready to put somebody else's fire out. And I love it. I just love it. So part of the reason why I had said something about fear is I had a little health issue last week. I wasn't on here. Let me take a sip of coffee. Yeah, Jesus in the fire with them. Yep, that's right, South Florida sunshine. Hey, how are you, sweetheart? I've been lurking over there. And I had a little health issue. It wasn't a scare. I wasn't terribly scared until the doctors, they can make you nervous. They can make you scared. And I had indigestion real bad. Like I've had a heart attack once before or heart failure. And this felt not like that, but it was all around my chest area, breastplate, back plate, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it was very uncomfortable. Felt like a burp that was stuck. If you've ever had a burp get stuck, it's not comfortable. And I was taking all kinds of, Rolaids and Pepto and all those kinds of things to be able to make it better. But I thought Monday came around. Let me just go in and see kind of what's happening, right? And they originally at the doctor's office said, here's some antacid that you can go buy over the counter. Could take that, and if you're not better by tomorrow, give me a call. And I said, well, hey, sweet thumb, and not for nothing, Homestead, I do. Said I kind of, I don't think it's my heart, but I have had a heart attack in the past. So I just kind of wanted to make sure. And they went, oh, let's get you in. So they did. It is probably just reflux, but when I got in there, the doctor said, we're sending you to the hospital immediately to be able to go get your blood test. Hey, Cindy, go get your blood test done because we want to see what's going on. And that came back in like an hour. and it was whoppy jawed, all kind of wonky. It looked like gallbladder. It looked like there was some kind of pancreatitis or gallbladder or something. That was where I was on Tuesday. I was at the doctor's office. And so he ordered an emergency CT scan, except for they didn't tell me not to eat anything because I got out of the doctor's office right at 12 o'clock, went to the hospital, and man, they had some good stuff. Hey, Scott, rambling with the brooms. They had some good stuff cooking in there. It smelled like spaghetti or something. So, good morning, my wild home. I'm glad you're here. I'm doing great, y'all. I'm doing just great. And this is, oh, shoot, I meant to bring the bag. This is mushroom coffee. It's an acquired taste. Let's just say that. Being a coffee drinker, it's it's an acquired taste. It's not bad, but yeah, pancreatitis is very painful and gallbladder spasms feel like a heart problem. They do. They really do. And that's kind of what I was doing. So they go, okay, well, we're going to get a CT scan and it's going to be stat and stay in town because I live about 6 miles away from the town of Edenton. And yeah, well, I sprout now with the mushroom coffee. And yeah, what kind of mushroom coffee? Which mushroom coffee? It's Rise, RYZ. Mm, If I had somebody, or it's in the shower, but if I had someone to bring it to me, I'd show you the brand. Maybe next week I'll be able to show it to you. Or if he comes walking by, I'll be able to ask him to bring it to me. So the CT scan showed pancreas is just fine. I couldn't have it that day. I couldn't have it on Tuesday because when they called to say that there's a problem, because I did not expect there to be a problem, he said, "Have you eaten?" As I was finishing the last bite of the third taco that I was eating, I went, well, I was hungry. I mean, it is like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I haven't had anything to eat." They went, "Oh, okay, let's do that tomorrow." Scan showed no pancreatitis. Everything was fine. But it makes you nervous because they're going, well, we just want to rule out pancreatic cancer and we want to rule out any tumors that you may have in there. We want to make sure that you don't have any cancer anywhere around your esophagus or a hole in your esophagus. And you're going, huh, okay. It's not like they're diagnosing you with cancer, but when they open that avenue for them to say, we just want to make sure it's not, then you're going, okay, what is right now, Ian? What's my attitude going to be? What is right now, this minute, it is not. That's the only minute that I can live. I am not going to allow those thoughts, that fear, because fear is a liar. And I'm not going to allow that fear, that liar, to control my every thought and my every being. Now, was I a little anxious and nervous? Sure. Who wouldn't be? But it didn't control me. And whenever I got those feelings where it started kind of, I don't know if you feel like I do, but sometimes when you get nervous about things, it feels kind of like a little bit of the walls are kind of closing in and your body, you're walking around and you realize that your body is kind of scrunched up a little bit and you're going, why am I so sore? Well, it's because everything in your whole body is tight as a tick. Let that stuff go and said, Lord, you know what? Yeah, you do start to feel claustrophobic. It really is. Fear is real. Sadly, it gets in your way of moving at times. Well, honey, fear is a liar. And after having the CT scan, then it looked like everything was fine. The wall of my esophagus is a little thick, but honestly, I think it was just a reaction. Hey, Black's Tropical. I love you. That's right. Get out of here, old devil. You ain't getting my piece. As as Cherie from Black Tropical Homestead says, don't let nobody steal your joy. And that's including that old devil. That is including that old devil that's doing crazy, silly things, trying to tell you. Anyway, there were some things still from the CAT scan, minor. I'm so much better that I'm not even paying any attention to it. They want to do an endoscopy just to make sure that the thickening of the wall and making sure that there's no tumors behind there, which, again, is scary. But I'm letting it, thick esophagus is a sign of reflux. Absolutely. It's like, yeah, let's see. The devil is busy, but his arms are too short to box with God. That's right. That's right. Because, my Lord, I'm putting on that armor from my head to my toes. And so, all this crazy storming stuff that's going on all around me, well, it can just go on about its business as I'm trucking along, walking in my own peace. Now, don't get me wrong. I can get sad. I can get scared. I can get mad. But I'm just really grateful that I have someone else that I can lean on to be able to pray to be healed from that. So today I'm concentrating on, and that was a long explanation for a short thing, that fear is a liar. And I'm strapping on that armor from my head all the way down, breastplate, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. And I'm going to be going, boop, putting up the Wonder Woman bracelets. Hey, Sneed's Ferry. Hey, Sneed's Farmhouse. Sneed's Farmhouse Sanctuary. I always say Sneed's Ferry. That's Aunt Judy. Hey, Aunt Judy. Yeah. Oh, and they're following us from Turkana, Kenya, Africa. Hold hands together. Right. Well, Widows Love Foundation, we are to look after the widows and the orphans and the children, that's for sure. We'll be praying for you. So, fear's a liar, baby. Don't you let that fear take over. Don't you let that fear steal your joy, because that old devil comes to lie, steal, cheat, and destroy. And he can take over your brain if you let him. Not particularly your heart. I love you too, Aunt Judy. But he can definitely take over your brain. So I got that endoscopy coming up the middle of March, and I don't expect it to say a single thing. That's doctors. They're trying to cover themselves is the only thing. So they say, well, it could be, might be, we're ruling out. And so be it. Good, rule it out. Be fine with me. Yes, Talea, we do. We all need that reminder to go, all right, I'm strapping it on today. I'm strapping it on. So last week, y'all, I showed you some of the seeds that we're going to be giving away to the Soil Family Expo at the Soil Family Expo. I asked you about whether to put them in, what to put them in. And I put them all in these little tea bags. Well, this isn't all of them. I mean, y'all, I've got seeds upon seeds upon seeds. Okay, so Sarah says, Miss Ann, I reckon you have reminded me to schedule my appointments I've been avoiding. Don't avoid them, honey, because, I figure everything's going to be fine. And if it's not fine, then we're going to fix it. We'll just fix it. What is that old show where the deputy would go, handle it, handle it, handle it, handle it. Glad you're doing better, and God is good all the time. And I am. I'm doing a ton better. Honestly, I think that my symptoms came from a secondary medication, not the infusions, but a secondary medication that I had been put on for arthritis, I really think. But this is what they look like. These seeds that were given away, and I put them in the little tea bag. I labeled everything and put a piece of tape across. So I mean, there's a lot of them in there if you want to share, a lot of them in each bag. But I've separated all the different types of seeds that we had. I mean, honestly, it was kind of fun. It was sorting, it's like sorting salt. I'd bagging up salt. And then plus, now this Soul Family Expo is going to be, oh gosh, my 42-year-old son is in the hospital with extremely high blood pressure, and it's a trial not to be fearful. Linda, all bets are off when it comes to your kids, baby. All bets are off when it comes to your kids. You try so hard. Let's see. Windows Love, at least organize a GoFundMe campaign. Okay. Windows Love Foundation, we do not ask for money here. G Mama Grows, let's see. They're on Facebook, so you can't help me on Facebook. But if you're on Facebook, don't pay them any mind. I will never ask you for money, and they should not be asking you for money on here either. We'll be praying. Yeah, I was busy, Cynthia. I was busy. But look, here's another whole box and of all grades of seeds that are going on the giveaway table. Plus, Sheree and Bobby have boxes and boxes and boxes of seeds. I mean, y'all, hey, Kim, it won't know y'all. It was Ann. But guess what? Yeah, not allowed here, Rita. Those people need to go on their way. They're not getting any money from us. And also, Miss Ann's going to be the new Mr. Drucker from Green Acres. I can't get you. You're running away in the chat. There's 81 people. They're all talking different subjects. You tried to remove them. Thank you, honey. You know, it's unfortunate that yeah, Miss Ann, I don't have enough seeds. I don't have enough seeds yet. Grape jams from the Vineyard Chicks farmhouse or the Virginia Vineyard Chicks homestead. Somehow I want to keep putting the in the front of it because I don't have your seeds yet. They're coming. They're coming. And yeah. There's seeds everywhere. And then Cherie has tons and tons. And so we're going to have a whole table that has free seeds everywhere. I mean, and if you're coming, it's the Soil Family Expo, April 5th through the 7th. The main event is going to be on the 6th, April 6th. On, do I need to start my seedlings? April the 6th. I got to finish my thought and then I'll talk to you. April the 6th, Saturday morning. It says from 10 to 1, but we're going to get there probably much earlier to be able to set up our booths and things of stuff that we're going to have for sale or giveaway or setting up animals. They usually bring a bunny and a chicken. And I'm going to be reading a book with a little craft that goes along with the books. Yeah. Yeah. And Josie says, "What? You don't have your seeds yet?" I know a chick. Yeah, they've all been sent out. There's something crazy. I love that. Seeds, seeds, seeds. Yes, Grow Big TV. I tell you what, I don't think there's any of us from Grow Big TV, or he is also Garden State Gardener, that don't have something growing in our yard from him because he's amazing and shares all his seeds so much. Hey, David Hunt, sweet man. David Hunt's music puts peace in your heart, like right away, peace in your heart. So I wanted to show you something that I am making. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. He says, "I missed you last week. I'm glad you're better." I'm much better. Them daggone doctors are scaring me to death, but not really. They're just trying to put that doubt in your mind. And that's because they want to cover their patooties. So I'm making something. Uncle Wayne has promised that for this one event, this is his last hurrah for making his spoons. He's going to send me a box of spoons. I have the last hurrah of Aunt Peg's Scrubbies. I have as many gourds as I can possibly get that my Aunt Peg painted. And I am making, these are, this is a little, it's called Garden in a Globe. It's called Garden in a Globe. And this wasn't terribly easy to make. I don't think I'll be making them again. But if I have any left over, I'll be sure and give some away on here. But this is Garden in a Globe, and it has in it, I wrote all the ingredients inside. You have to Google how to grow them. But I'm not as smart as Grape Jams and Vineyard Chicks Homestead and make a brochure. I'm not that smart. But it has Roma tomatoes. It has straight A cucumbers, some snap beans, some peas, some Swiss chard, and some okra in here. And these were all from my seeds and some of those okra seeds. I did use some of the okra seeds that are organic and heirloom seeds that Cherie shared with me. So anyway, isn't that cute? I'm going to be putting it up. I'm going to hang a Christmas tree or put a Christmas tree up and be hanging them all over a Christmas tree. I mean, I thought that. I thought that was cool. And if we can help in any way, let us know. We'd love to help at Andale Homestead. Oh my goodness. How sweet. Thank you. You're so precious. As if you don't have enough stuff going on. I'm telling you what, this family is busier than a one-arm paper hanger. They should disappear. I reported them missing. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. So what do you think? Let's see. What is Uncle Wayne's site for his spoons? He's retired, Mimi. He doesn't have a site. Oh, good. You think it's cute? Ginger, not for nothing, Homestead says she thinks it's cute, and so does Linda. Good. I can't decide exactly how much I'm. There's no way you could charge for the effort that goes into it. There's just no way. And so I figure maybe $9.99 or something like that. It's just cute gifts, right? Yeah, the last hurrah of spoons and scrubbies will be a collector's item. They certainly will. Oh my gracious. So that we're getting I'm gathering things from all over the house, making sure that my displays are ready. I want to make some more of those garden in a globes that are I ran out of bags. I ordered 100 of those little teeny plastic bags and I already used all of them. They look about like this size. And that was a old one. Somebody else had sent me some Swiss chard in. Would like to make herb gardens and potentially flower gardens, but I'm having a hard time with herb seeds. Actually, it's not a hard time. I'm a little selfish with my herb seeds. I'm thinking, what if I share like 10 or 12 seeds with 10 or 12 people? I ain't having it. No, I won't have any more, and I want to grow 'em myself. So, mm. I have one more thing I wanted to share with you. So I've gotten a little nervous. Not nervous. Proactive is the word. I've gotten a little more proactive. You love the garden in a globe idea. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mimi. I appreciate that. Um, so let's see. You have more seeds now, including herbs. Well, I'm gonna have to get some herb seeds from you, darling. I'm gonna have to get, and I had some hibiscus seeds, but nobody could get theirs to grow last year. And I don't want to send out a whole bunch of seeds that nobody can germinate. So, oh my gosh. All right. So since I'm having a hard time growing herbs in my yard, I'll admit it. And Dale has hard time growing herbs. I can grow basil and I can grow parsley. The rest of it, I mean, I look at Black's Tropical Homestead and their lemongrass. Their lemongrass is as tall as she is, spreads all over the place. It's a pain in the neck for them because it's growing all over the place. And mine does not. It stays little and it doesn't spread. And I don't do anything to it. Maybe that's why. Because I don't do anything to it. Hey, Red Road. Hibiscus are beautiful, Penny. But these are Jamaican sorrel hibiscus trees, kind of. And we use it for tea. And we use it for tea. So on these herbs, I've gotten on a kick. And I'm starting to buy organic, dried. Ha! That's cool. Oh, I love doing these little things. It probably drives y'all insane, but I just think it's fun. Started getting, now this is our cayenne peppers that we grew in our own garden. This is something that I do want to grind. I've been giving some of them to the chickens. It does help them with laying, but I want to grind it up and potentially put it in capsules because I hear that, or my research, the things that I have read, is that cayenne pepper is good for indigestion, believe it or not, and it helps dispel the gas. Watching while doing your morning face washing rituals. Well, good for you. Okay, David, we'll see you soon, honey. Thank you, sweetie. And so I grew that, but I bought, I think I showed y'all this last week, calendula, which is a much larger bag than I thought it was. It was a much larger bag than I thought I was getting. But I bought also some marshmallow root, the marshmallow. David says he just crossed over 1K. Congratulations, David. Yay. Oh, that's so awesome. I heard it's also good to put in a salve for yeah. Oh, gosh. Oh, Red Road. Cherie makes the best cayenne pepper salve that you would ever want to have. Then I got some organic peppermint. People say once you plant mint in your yard, it grows forever and you can never get rid of it. Not in my yard. But I'm going to give that a try again, right? Then I have mullein. I already got the dried mullein because I had so many respiratory issues at one time. I bought hyssop. And honestly, I can't really remember why, but it's very good in herbs. We'll go over these. I remember saying, I need some of that. I need some of that because that's what I need. And and then I bought, this just came in yesterday, ground ginger. And guess what? I turn on, I know I'm talking about Black Tropical a lot, but oh, you have, and Grape Jam says they have success in planting herbs in big pots. My friend Pam from Cooking at Pam's Place said the exact same thing. She said, girl, put it in a pot. It'll grow much better in a pot. Mint doesn't spread or come back, not in your yard either. So I received this ground ginger yesterday, and then I looked, and there is Black Tropical Homestead cutting up her homegrown turmeric and her homegrown garlic and freeze drying it, and then doing that, doing stuff. Oh, I got some calendula seeds straight from the garden at Colonial Williamsburg. Oh, I'm excited and scared to plant this year. I don't want to mess up and not have any growth. Honey, you just try the best you can. You just put it in the dirt and hope. Just say a little prayer over it. I did that when I planted my dill last year. And I said, I really, really want some dill, Lord. Could you please help me out? That dill grew better than ever. I can tell you. So Darth X, the dog's name, I was incredibly creative when I named this dog. He came about this big. It literally was the size of a hot dog bun. It was almost 2 months old. Was getting ready to go to the pound. And we took him in and I thought I was just going to find another home for him, but no way. I fell in love with him. His name is Brownie because he's brown and looked like a little soft, chewy brownie when I first got him. He really did. All right, y'all. I'm buried in seeds. I have seeds all around me. These are more seeds, seeds, and seeds. Um, but you never know. Hey, hey, Kiki. Hi, darling. Thank you. Thank you for popping in, you sweet girl. You have mint taken over. See, Sarah, I don't have that. I would like to be able to complain about my herbs taking over. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to put them in a pot. I'll have to I'll have to think about that. Okay, Karma Lewis has a few subs. She needs like 20 to get to 50 so she can do lives. Well, Karma, that's awesome. But you know what? You can do a live, I think, no matter how many you have on StreamYard, even if it's just one. I bought a self-watering rectangular pot from Walmart, and I had thyme growing in it for years, both in Illinois and Arkansas. You leave it outside and let the rain take care of it. Rita, you rock. Oh, Judy, good to see you too, honey. So many seeds. Can you see the floor? I can't see a piece of furniture in here. I can tell you that. All right, everyone. If you would please hit that like button. And over on Facebook, I do have a little announcement. There's a couple of shysters that are happening they've both happened to me in the last couple of weeks. And they're not new, but they do happen. There is someone that has made a fake page. Now, they have not taken control over my page on Facebook at all. I can still do all the things, but they've made a fake page. And if you'll look, it says 0 followers and 0 likes. But they do have pretty much everything else up there except for the banner on the back is not the same. And so please be careful. They're starting to ask for money. I will never, ever do that. I will never ask you for money from a WhatsApp app. I will not promote something like that unless we speak through email and maybe even on the phone. I just want you to be aware. I want you to be savvy. And you are savvy and you know better. And so if Miss Ann is going around and I've got 15 different comments that are asking every single person to help support so and so, that's not me. It's not me. And as someone said, so you hit the big time now, and people are making fake pages about you. That's not true. And then when I went up there to say, make sure you block or delete that other fake page, unfortunately, I have lost several subscribers because people are blocking and deleting my page, the real me. So don't get confused, please. Don't do that. All right. Also, it was probably 10 o'clock at night, and it said, "Hey, this is Jessica. I'm in trouble. I don't have enough gas to get home. Could you please cash app me $20?" And here. Oh, and sorry, you have a doppelganger. And who doesn't know a Jessica? I know like 5 Jessicas. But it was a fake. It was not a Jessica that I knew. I didn't write back, I didn't do anything, and it was from a weird number. So just know that if you get these Cash App requests, it is likely a scam. And someone needs to reach out to you in a different manner before they do a Cash App scam. So please be careful about both of those. Thank you, Cindy, for reporting them. I appreciate that a lot. I did have some friends that reached out to me on Facebook on private messenger saying, Ann, these people have contacted me and they ask, um, let's see, Ann, there's a comment that states subscribe to get exclusive benefits. I clicked on it. It does mention $4.99. You can. Now, Nancy, on my Facebook page, on my real Facebook page, I do have membership over there for $4.99 that you can join. See, it gets so confusing. Just make sure you're on the right page, please, and don't pay anybody anything over Cash App that you're not sure of. So, you guys, it has been 40 minutes. I'm 10 minutes over my time. Penny, you're so sweet. Thank you, darling. Thank you, Penny. I appreciate you so much. But I just wanted to mention those scams to you because they're very important. Hello, Miss Ann. Scams are getting more and more advanced and using AI faces and voices that can sound just like someone you know. Yeah, we're probably headed into some hard times, but you know what? I am not going to let anyone take my joy, right? I'm not going to let them steal my joy. I'm going to know that as I am in that fire and that craziness is going on around me, I'm going to walk out with some buckets of water just for you to put the fire out on you, not even smelling like smoke. And that's the coolest thought that I could ever think of. Oh gosh, I just blanked out there for a second. Can you still hear me? That's my sign. Love you all. Remember, the Lord says, oh, somebody's talking about me. I know the plans I have for you, say the Lord. They're plans for good and not to harm you. They're plans for hope and a future. Love you very much. I just want you to be ready. Blessings, everybody. Talk to you soon. Be sure and hit that like button, please. I appreciate it so much. It means a lot. Okay. And if you're on Facebook, subscribe. I mean, not subscribe. Follow. Follow on Facebook. It's free. It's free to follow and just kind of like the page because, just a little clue there. Love y'all. Bye bye now.